BBC's news teams wherever you are. Bye-bye.
Good evening. Gordon Brown was declared leader of the Labour Party in Manchester today, but it was a terrible day for one of his North West colleagues. Salford MP Hazel Blears came last in the race for the job as deputy leader and then was promptly dropped from her job as chairman of the party. Here's our political editor, David Woodthorpe.
They came to praise, they came to say thank you to the two men at the heart of 10 years of Labour government. But they also came in hope. 6 deputy leadership candidates, including Salford MP Hazel Blears, each wanting to be at party leader Gordon Brown's right hand. But outside in Manchester city centre, the spectre at the feast. Thousands of marchers demonstrating against war in Iraq in a largely peaceful protest.
Come on, arresting me! Done anything. This guy has arrested!
Inside Bridgewater Hall, months of campaigning came to an end with a convoluted, if nail-biting vote. Nail-biting for all but Hazel Blears, who was knocked out of the deputy leadership running in the first round.
From the party's point of view, and from mine, he's always a bit disappointed, but from the party's point of view, it's been absolutely worthwhile. And now we're going to be in a position really to take on the Tories.
But a bad day became even worse for Ms Blears when Gordon Brown stripped her of her position as party chairwoman, giving it to the new deputy leader, Harriet Harman. So did Ms Blears realise she was to lose her job?
Well, it's been clear, I think, through the contest that most people have agreed that the deputy leader really should be the person charged with looking after the party, rebuilding the membership. But, you know, I'm not going to stop campaigning.
So the baton has been passed. We now know the shape of the Labour leadership. And after his day in Manchester, Gordon Brown has already revealed a ruthless streak. David Woodthorpe, North West Tonight.
A man has died at a music festival at Knowsley Hall on Merseyside. The 26-year-old, who came from Blackpool, collapsed last night and paramedics at the site were unable to revive him. A post-mortem examinations failed to establish the cause of death. Organisers of the festival have expressed their sympathies to his family. Sport now, and Hyde's Ricky Hatton has propelled himself into the boxing stratosphere with a stunning knockout win in Las Vegas. He floored his Mexican opponent Jose Luis Castillo in the 4th round in front of thousands of Northwest fight fans. Richard Askham was there too.
Ricky Hatton celebrated his brilliant victory with a star-studded party at the Wynn Hotel, one of the most luxurious in Las Vegas, after a performance that definitely puts him in the very top league in world boxing.
And here comes Ricky Hatton, and the flags are flying, the scarves are waving.
From the moment he came into the ring, Ricky Hatton looked like he meant business. Cheered on by 10,000 travelling fans, Ricky set a fierce pace, and it was clear early in the fight that he had too much firepower for his Mexican opponent.
Oh, good body shot from Hatton. Oh, great shot! It was the left hook that did it!
When the knockdown came, it was a trademark body punch that did the damage, leaving Jose Luis Castillo unable to continue, and the hitman unable to conceal his joy.
Fantastic, really. I mean, I trained for 12 rounds of hell, but I knew I was in great shape, and I knew there was a big performance in me, and obviously that's what happened. You know, I stopped one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Never been down before in his life. Beat him at his own game, really, with body punches, I suppose, so I'm absolutely delighted.
Well, what now for the hitman then? Well, there is talk that he could be in line to meet Floyd Mayweather, the man considered to be the best boxer in the world, and that could be worth tens of millions of dollars.
Let's take a look at the weather now for the northwest. Showers, then heavy rain tonight. Minimum temperatures 11 Celsius. Tomorrow, flooding's expected in places as the heavy rain continues for most of the day. Temperatures up to about 14 Celsius at best in the northeasterly winds. And if you get photographs or video of extreme weather or flooding, remember you can email us your photos to nwt@bbc.co.uk. That's it from us for this evening. Have a good night.
Some timely advice for Tony Blair in the week he leaves office. A special programme reveals how former Prime Ministers have dealt with life after number 10. How to be an ex-Prime Minister. Tonight at 9 on BBC4.
Hello again. You might find it hard to believe, but the weather is going to get worse before it gets better. In fact, the Met Office is getting a bit worried about the amounts of rain we could see during tonight and tomorrow across some parts of England and Wales, and some pretty strong winds picking up as well. Could be strong enough to cause some damage later on tomorrow, believe it or not. To start with tonight, the rain fairly patchy, but it becomes really concentrated in a band through the latter part of the night across that central slice of the UK. So certainly by the morning time, we're looking at some very wet weather all the way from, the northeast of England down through Wales and in towards the southwest. But let's concentrate on the areas that are likely to see the largest totals of all, and that's from Lincolnshire, Yorkshire, down across the Pennine regions through towards the West Midlands and northern parts of Wales. It's going to be hour after hour of heavy rain here. Really, the totals adding up. That could well lead to some flooding. Those winds picking up all the while as well, coming in off the North Sea. A chilly wind, just 12 degrees in Newcastle. Sheltered Glasgow managing 16, but right across Scotland and Northern Ireland, that northerly wind really will be making its presence felt. At least it's a largely dry story here, and it should turn drier across the western side of Wales through the afternoon and across the far west of Devon and Cornwall. But here, that cold wind beginning to set in as well. Temperatures in Plymouth, for example, just 14 degrees. We get back into the heavy rain again, though, as we push on across Bath, Bristol, and some of that rain heading towards the London area. So I suspect it could be a rather difficult day at Wimbledon. Rather drier, though, through the middle part of the week, but still really pretty chilly. That's it. Bye-bye.